I come back with a new videos. I'm Veronique. It's the following testimony regarding what I've been talking early. So the next stage now what I've done so far, it's I went to the town in Saudi, and actually the Mary doesn't wanted to hear anything regarding what I was planning. They basically tell me that I must not go inside because I went inside and explained the situations that I'm out, and I need to speak to somebody regarding the situation that I was sleeping in my bed, and somebody just the day that I entranced the room, somebody actually entranced the room when I was sleeping basically, and the light was just light everywhere in the room the first night when I arrived to the room. And I acknowledge that to the 115. I acknowledge by email to the Solidarity of Women. I acknowledge to the Aleos. I acknowledge all those people. And basically, the Solidarity, the family, we have like a big challenge. When I went there, I just expressed the situations to this woman, and unfortunately, I get very upset. Like, into me, something come up. I was really upset. Like, it was kind of aggressivity. I was very aggressive and didn't attempt to slap this woman either. But I just expressed the deepness of the story, and also they acknowledge the negligence to this woman. I feel like they're very negligent. They take that as not serious as it is. And then they try to talking to me, and I say no. I don't want to listen to this woman anymore. I just no. I actually um told her to call the police. I told her to call the police because um, if they cannot do anything, so we need to go to the authority to speak about this. I told her, you can call the police. I'm not scared. I'm not a criminal. I mean, You can call this police right now. So so I was in the entrance, and I was waiting there, and the police arrived, and the story is the police know me from the previous videos that I had. I encountered something very strange also in the town, where basically I can't to print some documents, and I end up forget my e-bind, like my bank informations. And I went back there and I say, I think I forgot here the paper, my bank details over here. And I say, no, you didn't. I say, I'm pretty sure I forgot here. And we start to shout. We shout. Like, I said I was very aggressive, but I didn't, in my opinion, I was not aggressive at all. So, but he said that I was aggressive. Anyways, I'm not into this story. So he just called the police. Like, story short, he called the police. um People was outside, people seeing, people say I agree that I was really aggressive. You know what? I agree. You know why I agree? Because this is my information, my bank details. So if he has something wrong with my bank details, I have to talk about it. I have to talk about it. And now with the story, with the solidarity of a woman, the negligence is I came back, I come to the room, and the night that I sleep, somebody come in and tries when I'm sleeping. And I talk about that, they say they cannot do anything. They cannot do anything, and they say it's the 115, the cause. So she basically shut to the door to me. She didn't even let me in to the office. She was speaking to me at the door, and then by the time I was upset against this woman, she shut the door. She closed the door and she said inside, when she was inside, you need to call the 115. We cannot do anything. It's the 115 that you need to call. And then I was outside, sitting on the stair, and I just speaking. I said, you know what? You can call the police. I want you to call the police right now so that we can fix these things now. The police came, and the men that I saw, the policemen that I see, I say, I know you, you know me. Remember in the Yaya office? Remember in the Yaya office? This is me. This is the story. So his colleague tried to talking to me. I said to him straight away, you don't have anything to tell me. I will not receive any advice from you, especially because I already accounted so many things for you guys. Nothing has been done, and especially the fact that the police know everything. They have my medical record. No, everyone knows what is going on, and now I'm in a bad situation, and I expect that somebody come into the room, and you tell me you cannot do anything. So I will not listen anything that you said. So they went inside, they went came back, and then they finished to talk to, and they say that the women say that they were scared because I was very aggressive. They were scared. They are not the one who was inside the room and sleeping, and somebody enters the room. They say they are scared, but I'm the one who was living something crazy. So I don't understand this. This is not making sense for me. So in ever they didn't fix this. So the police let me go. I went. Nothing has been concluded actually. This one has not been concluded. So I just went back, and just because I just went back and do some things. I said there's nothing to do, so I went back home here in this place where I live. And the place where I live is, I expressed that I live in a place where, okay, they found something emergency, but in this place it's a very dirty, like, and regarding my medical record, I'm not allowed to be around something that's dirty. I cannot. The bacteria and everything is bad. So I express that, and I also express the fact that they say, as I'm in a bad situation, I have no found no money, so you need to eat. So especially now, they provide 20 pounds, but you have specific um, store to go to the shopping, and it's very expensive. With 20 pounds, you cannot have a lot of things to eat basically. So now the challenge it is. She called. She tell me that I have to go back to the Mary and express the situations to them, and to say that I need to have a pack alimentations. I speak alimentation because you have to feed yourself. You cannot go and knock on the door and die because there's no. I need to say I need to eat. Come on, I need to eat and I want to eat like everybody. So the alimentation, they say there's 115. When I was sitting there to the office, the solidarity, they say that I can go and collect the food to the Mary, ask the pack for it, and they're gonna provide. So when I was in the office, they didn't give any notes or anything. They just say that you need to go there and speak about it. I went there and I speak to it. They say go to the room of 66. So I went and I said yes, I need to collect a pack of food. I'm come from it's according to one of the 15. Is actually them referencing me. And she asked, do you have like a note, like a reference note? I say they didn't give me anything like that. What they say is everything is verbally. Everything has been said verbally. And she just said 1 second. I have to go and speak to my director. So in this case, they gave me a check. So I did the shopping. It was like a Monday. It's this week basically. And do you know what? It's like bread and yogurt. And where I live, there's the hotel where I live. You don't have like a fridge, and you cannot cook. So everything you eat is you have to eat the things straight away. Like you cannot cook and no things warm. If you buy, I have to buy something frozen. I have to be to the macro, and that's it. I cannot cook. Nothing like that. So now I found myself in some situations, which is I don't know what is going to happen to me next week if I have a place to live. I speak only now for the temporary, and then I'm planned for the permanent. The temporary it is I don't know where I'm gonna be next week. The second thing is I need a reference regarding the alimentations. They has to approve it, and the third is that's the two things. That's the two things. Now let me tell about the third thing is really to fix the things of security place. So now let me talk about the permanent things. As the Mary, because the Mary when I was there yesterday, they didn't want. Yes, yesterday was yesterday. They didn't want me to entrance back the building. So tell me the reason. I cannot tell you the reason. And I say you need to call the police now. I'm gonna go. The police came and they talking to me outside. We were outside back to the building, and they asked me like I was the criminal, but they are the one who knows of my medical record, knows all the story, but they just tell me they just take my passport. They took my passport, And then they asked me, "Are you vote in this town?" I said, I used to vote here. I have a passport." I expected them. They took my passport. We went inside. I expect them to take me so that we can speak about the situation. Nothing like that. They took my passport. He went to his room and then he printed the document. And that's all. Then they say you can go and see the Aleos office and then they're gonna do something. They actually did. So I went to see the Aleos and I speak about everything from the start when I went to the hospital, the emergency, the medical records. I speak about the DMP situation. DMP situation was to and integrate all my medical record and have this confidentiality for myself and let everyone to have the. I talk about this. I talk about the doctor stuff. I talk about the police. I talk about the challenge that I have in the hospital, in this room. I talk about my professional life. And you know what she just gave? Just a certificate that say they are looking for something from me into the 28th. The team, she didn't give a note reference regarding the alimentation. She didn't tell me if they can find. She proposed me that they can actually find me something in Mulhouse, a room in Mulhouse, so that in Mulhouse I can basically be living in the Mulhouse for a temporary situation. So and I say to her, I applied through your online, and I applied for having the full residence for food, for long terms, and regarding my tax record, I speak about the tax record as well to them in France. They talk about the 28, 29. I speak to 2018, 2019, which I've been speaking. Now the 2020. I'm looking for hear what they say, because if they say that I live in the UK, I live in the UK from 28 to 2018 to 2020. I was living in the UK. I came back in April 2020 and I work and I provide the pay slips from UK and I pay my tax in UK. So I'm not naked. So they need to tell me what is next regarding that. So the advice I'm going to tell to my family: get a residence of full situation, look association, my current situation. I need to find out where I can live in a safe place, and the future plan that I plan for, come back here, have my own place to live. She asked me, she asked me what she can do. I say, you tell me during the meeting that you can find something for me to lose. I agree with it. Now, second thing is the Mary, the police, the solidarity, the Aleos. You know everything what's going on. Nothing has been put into place. So in this case, who say the truth? Who is going to do the right things? The Mary say that the 115 lie. The people that are on the phone say it's the Marys, those that know what they're talking about. What are you talking about? So no one knows anything that they're talking to. So they're just trying to put me around and not doing things completely. Come on, this is my life. This is my life. So I just presume that I've been sent to a place. I think I feel they are planned this. They planned this situation for me. This is the gift that they are planning for me, because if all of those high people has actually planning that, it means they are planning me to be in this circumstance. This is something that a manipulation for me. This is how I take the situation. So in this case, my plan is to seeking a place for long terms, seeking a place to live early in this place, be in a secure place, have a reference for alimentation, and carry on with the pull up war and see what the university is going to say. Carry on with my life. I'm not going to end in this space. That's what I'm going to say this. So in this case, this is the end of the video. You can find us on Facebook. If you want to know much more about this testimony, you can find much more about it. So this is my current situation. So, and hopefully next week I will have a news. This society, Scope International, is soon. Let's see them to figure out what they are planning to do. I wanted to work in supply chains and operation and transport and logistics. And I found myself living a practical example of back to France and trying to work in what I've been studying for so long. And people, I play with my certification. People will play with my skills. People play with my medical situation. People play with a lot of things. So I'm fighting with life. I'm fighting to just be being, just to talk. So I'm just saying, like, guys, wake up. This society is to this, and I end up talk about this because I want to show you the real situation. I'm black. Maybe you are white. Maybe you are anything. I'm just telling you the true story of what is going on in the world. You must know what is going on. I didn't say that it's going to happen to everyone, but this is what is happening. This is what's happened. So your certificate, make sure that practically you are ready for it and practically you understand the word. So thank you very much for your listening, and I see you later for the next video. I'm gonna try to do something regarding Scope International. Regarding Scope International is this: if you're looking for a place to live, this is also an information that I give. Anywhere you go, you need to do all these things. So I believe that I am in the aim of Scope International. So I give a practical example to how to fix yourself in the future. So I'm going to add videos according to supply chains, logistic, transportations, and student life and professional life. So thank you very much for your listening, and see you later for the next video.